Hello, hello, and welcome to this presentation of the Gunginga League Tournament.
Lower that a bit. Hello.
I'm JP. I'm here with T Good. He hasn't been here in a minute, so give him a warm welcome back.
Yes, I have returned from my long hibernation.
This week, or this particular matchup, is Piggus Corp versus Revenge of Eggnog. So we will see a brother battle again this week.
Yes.
Kata Bates and Scrug will be battling it out for brother superiority.
Brother supremacy. One brother may remain.
That is true. So without further ado, we'll look at the map pool for this week. That is the wrong map pool. I cool. Yep.
This is the correct map pool.
It is not the right map pool. I apologize. I swear I changed it.
Professionals.
We are big professionals.
I can't wait to see Eggnog's logo all over these maps.
I don't know. Catboy or Piggus. Piggus has been looking really good recently, so you never know. That's why we play the games. They could go either way.
I would assume that they could go either way, hopefully. So it's not just a blowout, because that would be not very entertaining to watch.
Here, this should be the correct map pool for this week. There's always something fun that happens when I cast. Usually with my own stupidity.
You get to start off on the best map ever.
Yeah, Antarctic Peninsula. You know, it's the newest map added into Overwatch 2. You know, it came with a new season about 2-3 weeks ago at this point. Just got added into competitive play earlier this week. So we thought this would be the perfect time to see how the teams play on it. Three, like, very unique control maps. You know, I don't feel like they're, like, anything close to the maps or to any of the other control maps in the game.
Oh yeah, and a whole lot of them tend to. Well, a lot of these maps in particular tend to really like kind of favor the brawl type fights.
That is for sure. That's true. And if that's if that's the case, I might favor Piggus. They like to play a lot of that Doom Fist composition where Revenge of Eggnog plays Ball, but Ball is very viable in this meta, so we'll never count him out.
Very viable, and he's going to be very good at kind of keeping control of the various points on this map.
Map 2 this week is Rialto, another new pool or another new map, not new to Overwatch, but just back into the pool. Hasn't been in for a minute.
Has been reintroduced. It is welcome.
Yes, Parisio, the last new map we have here in Overwatch 2 that we have yet to play in the tournament. So
Painfully.
it is a very unique map. The second point has so many high ground potentials. With week 4 means we've gone through all of the push maps, so we're back to New Queen Street for this week.
Favorite push map.
And to wrap it up, hoping we get to map 5, it'll be some Lijiang Tower.
You can never go wrong with a good Lijiang Tower match. There's always some magic that happens on Lijiang Tower.
Oh yeah, I expect a lot of boops on that map if we get there.
Please.
So team 1 this week is Revenge of Eggnog. Nothing new. You know them, you love them, or you hate them. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader, but it's the same. You got Evbot and Grumpy Kitten on support, Kata Bates and Melly on DPS, and Tonk the Tank.
My boy, that's Tonk.
Team 2 is Piggus this week. We've seen them come out on a few different compositions, so we really don't know who's going to be playing what. So we'll just announce the roster of Turtles, Scrug, Pancake, Moto Stick, and Equalizer. like I had said, they've,
I like to split up.
yes, they do indeed. So we never know what they're gonna play. Without any more dilly-dallying, we shall get into the first match here.
The best map to be added to Overwatch. This for a starting map.
There are parts of this that remind me of Oasis, just this little indent into the point there that provides a little bit of high ground, but that would be about it. Other than that, there are almost no similarities.
Yeah, you got flank routes. You can come out from the front. You got middle. You got a couple routes going around the back. Nice open air if you want to try and run a Pharah through it.
That is true. I hadn't really thought about that, but that's quite possible that we see a Pharah play out on this map.
But for the moment, it doesn't look like we're going to see any Pharah. We got Scrug on the Doomfist versus Tonk on the Wrecking Ball.
Why is there no game sound? There. Now we have sound. I forgot I had messed with my sound settings. It's off to a great start. I hope they don't fire me after this.
I think your job is pretty safe.
Like I said, we've seen Tonk play a lot of that ball, so they come out on a ball comp, pretty standard composition here. Mercy Brig, and we do see Scrug come out on the Doomfist, which he's been known to play much more recently.
I do find it interesting that they both come out on the same DPS, but everything else is different. And we're already going to start off with a good old pick from Melly.
That damage boost can really impact. I mean, we see it get 2 picks already.
Already down 3-5.
2v5 right now.
What did I tell you? I told you. Nog coming out. My boy Tonk making all the space.
And we do see the switch from a Hanzo over to a Reaper. I don't hate that switch. Putting a little bit more pressure on the ball. Doomfist punches in, doesn't find anything. Melly with another opening pick. They're already at a disadvantage 4v5. Doomfist is 1. Does he manage to get out? He does, but Data Bates finds the other DPS.
Oh boy. This fight is not going in the way of Piggus right off the bat. A dragon already by Catabite. Ed Melly with a nice 3k. Can he make it 4? Nope.
No, not quite.
Pretty dominating performance by Eggnog so far.
Don't tell my sources or anything, but I may have heard that the Revenge of Eggnog team got to practice for like 8 or 9 hours yesterday.
Well, they are nice and limbered up. Both support elves coming out.
A nice anti coming out from Motosicle. The nano onto the Doomfist.
Will he find answers? No, he
Nope,
won't.
punches into the mines. Melly with another pick.
Look at how much attention Tonk is pulling in the back line.
Stops the res. Is there any touchers available?
Maybe Doomfist?
Doomfist gets the touch, but will he be able to do anything?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Nope.
And a clean 100-0 coming out from the side of Eggnog.
A very dominating performance by Eggnog coming right out the gate.
Oh, most definitely. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that one-sided.
Clearly, you doubt the power of the Nog. And speaking of maps that like to favor the brawl type, so much cover to play around, you're not really going to get a whole lot of use out of the Hanzos and the Widowmakers.
No, not really.
Looks like he's going to keep the Hanzo.
We see the Junkrat Genji coming out from the side of Piggus with the Kiriko instead of a Moira this time.
Junkrat Genji with the Kiriko. Speaking of Kiriko, already gone. Anti-nade though on the Grumpy Kitten.
The Junkrat is going to put a lot of pressure on that choke right there, but a good PV gets the trap at least. But the ball does get punished.
And Scrug's already back. But Melee getting two. Now the Mercy with the Cassidy combo putting in work.
You know, they said they nerfed Mercy. I tend to disagree.
I tend to disagree as well.
Her mobility may be nerfed, but her healing is massively improved. And it looks like we're gonna have a player disconnect here. Who is it gonna be?
I think it's gonna be Equalizer.
Why did it pause? It shouldn't have paused.
Saying he's sorry. Well,
Trigger finger's still itching. That was a close one.
Huh.
I think Equalizer hadn't left the spawn for too long and just thought it was disconnecting.
Unless he did disconnect but manages to reconnect before it came in. That's not on us. That is on game coding for not knowing what to do. We see the Moira fade into the back line. Does get punished. And they managed to get the res.
Yes, but you know, it's gonna get immediately res. Not really a whole lot they can do. Spawn.
I'm glad I was on Grumpy Kitten for that, as they just walked off the map.
Oh, so that's what happened. Okay, Pancake getting a pick on Cage. And pulling out the Glock there for a little bit. If Ev wasn't going to get out of there with that little help, I would have lost my mind.
Never say never.
He had 1 health.
Enemy here.
Piggus now in control of the point, finally being able to find some picks and get the fight to swing back into their favor. Minefield on point, Scrub takes out Melee. Nano Doom putting in the work to get that one. Kitten gets Equalizer though.
The Moira's trading. Moira gets 2.
Trading, finding 2 picks.
Oh, gets slept and antied and punched and is out of the fight.
Yeah, they really just had Kitten's number there for that last part. So I think it's going to be enough for them to take the point here. Oh, Dragon Blade coming out.
And
Pancake gets 2, but Grumpy also getting 2 with the damage orb.
skill diff.
Point flips back over to the side of Nog.
What an interesting hypothesis.
Last fire territory here for the side of Piggus if they don't.
90% and counting. Do Piggus touch? Scrubs on point.
That's a good opening pick. And the Meteor Strike to deny the res. Genji finds one. Tom trades out another. Scrug with another this fight.
They're down one support, but they got the numbers advantage.
So long as they don't get off point.
Well, sure, still keeping the point alive. Tom gets out with his life, though.
Moira in the backline. Does she get punished?
So far, not. Popping Cole. Headshot on the equalizer. Kitten finds Zealous. Can he get another? 2 with the goal. Belly back on the Reaper to finish off Scrub. Gets the double on the Pancake. Point flipping back over. I don't think they touch.
I don't believe they do either.
Nope.
That is map 1. Revenge of Eggnog looked really good on that first map, but Piggus made a really good comeback on the second map there.
Yeah, we definitely saw that as soon as Piggus was able to get a couple opening picks, they were able to kind of swing the fight back into their favor.
See this Moira play of the game, the stuff that haunts some players' nightmares.
Mainly scorers.
And we will be right back. All right, and we are back.
Let's go.
So, you know, like we had mentioned, Eggnog looked pretty dominant in their first map,
Oh, very dominant indeed. Come out the gate strong.
but in the second sub map, Piggus looked a lot better.
Welcome to reality.
I think Piggus near the end of that second sub map is actually starting to like kind of find their tempo that they want to try and play at.
Initiating.
Oh, for sure.
Now, for an Overwatch classic, a good old-fashioned Rialto map. How many lives shall the bridge claim today?
Too many. However, in a cool little Easter egg that I'm not sure a lot of people have noticed, I think it is over here. Let me get to it. They added a new bridge to a gate of nothing.
Excellent. I'm so glad that they added this bridge for no reason.
Right. We're assuming this map is going to be in the PvE.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, okay.
1. Attackers incoming.
But yeah, like they're coming out. Pancake on the tank.
Payload.
Come out with the Ramatra.
We don't see Eggnog hold aggressive, so... Oh, there's one.
Oh, we got it!
But trades the life out for it. I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, it is. You're Lucio. You come back extremely fast.
Absolutely worth it. They already have the numbers advantage, and he was able to get an equalizer out of the fight. Nemesis form coming up. Smelly goes down. That's the thing you gotta love about Ramatra, just the amount of time he can just stay alive.
It's not oppressive to play against. No.
Grumpy finding another pick. Will he go after Equalizer next? Looks like he will. And Taunt gets the pick on Pancake. God, Grumpy's getting the attention of 3 people in the back line, and then Melly finishes up on him.
It's just crazy stuff to see.
I'm trying to keep Grumpy up, but that's just not going to work. Taunt gets the pick on the Scrug.
Scrug gets the...
As the Lucio?
They pop Valk to get the res. Tries to trade the life for it.
Oh.
I would have preferred to see... I would have liked to see them keep maybe the Valk there to... keep the team alive, but I don't know if it much matters. It looks like they're pretty decisively winning the rest of this fight.
You know, decent bit of payload progress on the side of Piggus, but other than that, their momentum is completely stopped right before the first point.
And the honor's gone. Again.
That's 2.
Melee gets a pick, but it does get traded. Caden swaps it back out. Do they get the res? They get the res unpunished. The solo beat for the Lucio to save their life. Noon doesn't find anything.
But Melly does end up finding Scrug after it.
This is a very interesting hold coming out from the side of Eggnog.
Interesting hold and an interesting angle to keep holding here, but it works as long as Melly's finding these opening picks.
We do see Piggus switch up and go a different way. The solo...
Big slip on the equalizer.
But
And here comes Annihilation.
I prefer Ramatra time.
Well, there you go. There's your team kill. Will we see a retouch by Nog?
Do your worst.
I don't know if we
We're gonna
will.
Nope. No retouch on the side of Nog. First point contest with the capture. 3 minutes on the clock now.
Kaden does find one. Ooh, Millie switched over to the Widow.
I did not even notice that, and apparently neither did Equalizer.
Now you got a really strong defensive holding spot here. This bridge can be really hard to break, and even if you decide to back up, they now have to cross the bridge to get over it.
Pick on K though.
Millie with 2.
Jug gets both the supports though to play. Gets Tom.
Gets 4.
Gets the 5.
Does he? Oh, can he? Gets the 5K. The Genji with the 5K. And that's going to be a good amount of cart progress here for the side of Piggus. Really good Nano Blade coming out, and a decent ult cycle coming up. Piggus is coming up on Bob and Full Essence.
About to return to old Overwatch with a 6v5 here shortly. Grumpy gets to pick on the Equalizer again. Switching over to the Baptiste now.
As a bat player myself, I know it can put out a lot of damage. You have a Mercy Pocket Bap.
No mercy.
That can be a little terrifying.
Moto gets to pick on the K though. The Sig v Sig matchup. Here comes Bob.
Bob's in a good spot behind the enemies, forcing them to play into the tank or into Bob.
So much pressure getting put on. It looks like it's going to be a 2nd point capture on the side of Piggus.
It is indeed. That's a good time bank and a good way to just kind of roll through the streets phase of this map. The flex kill onto the Mercy? Not exactly sure how that happened.
We can definitely say, definitely confirm what we were talking about earlier. I think Piggus is finally starting to find that tempo that they want to play at. This is definitely nowhere near as one-sided as our first map pool.
And Pancake with a 4K that fight.
Just showing off the awesome power of Sigma.
We do see Tonk switch over to the ball, maybe just to try to make sure they don't cap like light speed, but
Oh, I can guarantee you he swapped over just to try and stall it out a bit longer.
oh, the blade gets popped and he finds nothing. We see Kata Bates switch over to the Torbjorn.
Oh, there we go. Get the MVP out here. Get the Torb turret. The best teammate you could ever wish for. One that doesn't miss. Keep pulling out the Glock there for a little bit. Keeping this point going. Turret putting on a little bit of pressure. Finally gonna get broken by Pancake. Molten Core coming out. Gets a pick. Bob also going down to the Torbolt.
Some massive splooge coming out from Kata Bates.
Good ult usage.
Feel better?
But we will see the Flux online for Piggus, but that's going to be their only ult. Melly has Noon, and Grumpy will probably build Kitsune here.
Will it be enough for them to keep this point unlocked?
The Reaper putting a lot of pressure. The Reaper Bastion is a really good swap here.
It's not deleted.
A big Flux from Pancake. Right in the cart with the Torb turret.
Grug found Melly trying to go for that flank Noon. Tonk's already back in the fight. Bastion turret coming out. Keeping it each with the support trades. Both supports back in now for Nog. Big res for Ev. High Noon comes out.
Doesn't find anything. Bastion's staying alive.
Oh, the boot from Tonk keeps Pancake from charging into point.
And what a round.
0 to 2. Switching
Excellent
sides.
ult usage on the side of Nog to keep that third point from being captured.
But we have to give a big shout out to Piggus. Really, like you had mentioned, that ult usage threat, the second point, really putting the pressure on Eggnog. But we
We're
did.
seeing Dragon Blade getting the 5k at the beginning, and then Zealous putting the Bob directly behind the enemies. There's like just so many angles that you're having to try and prevent damage from, and they couldn't. Nog just couldn't answer it. They got just folded in half.
Ready for battle.
We do see the Orisa come out from the side of Piggus here.
Ooh.
Haven't seen a lot of Orisa play in this season of Overwatch. Didn't really get changed, but just other tanks got buffed.
No, she got nerfed a little bit, but
Oh yeah, she did get the damage fall off, didn't she?
yeah, plus 10 meters on that primary.
That could be massive. But we do see the Zealous Bastion again.
4.
No, I mean, when you have a reputation for just ripping Tonk in half in about a second and a half.
Stop the payload.
Already using the javelin spin. Scruggs in the back line gonna get beaten up by Grumpy.
They're gonna bully the ball, use the spears to try to displace the displacer. Ooh, a big nade.
Big nade and sleep onto Zealous, securing the kill. Melly gets the pick on Pancake,
A little bit of a stall coming out from Moira here.
but it's gonna be quickly answered by Grumpy's anti-nade.
Ooh, I like this Junker Queen switch from Pancake.
Ooh, this looks like it's gonna be fun. I don't often see a whole lot of Junker Queen getting played. Gave with a big pick on the equalizer.
Scruggs switches to a Wood of his own, but gets out sniped by the cast.
A little too late, unless he can find a lot more picks here. It's gonna be rolled right through. 5 minutes on the time bank. Melly getting another pick on Scrug.
Got the ball taking a quick little nap, and of course, as soon as I switch off somebody, they get a headshot or do a cool play or.
So much for ice walls.
Ooh, and May getting staggered out there by the unlucky wrecking ball hit. Gonna be free cart progress for the side of Nog.
The sneaky boop onto the queen. Forces out cooldowns, but she doesn't get punished.
But still, I think the punishment
Ooh,
enough.
the nano onto the ball. The nano pile drive, it does a bunch of damage. Oh, a big anti. Expect a minefield. Ooh, no minefield coming out.
If anything, good restraint on the side of Tonk. If you already have the fight won, why invest another ult? Good pile drive. Melly just coming up with all the cleanup work. Pick on the Scrug. Moira going after K. Not gonna
And-
find. Oh.
5.5 minutes. The time bank.
You know, maybe Nog's just not a defensive team. Maybe it's just attacking's their forte.
This
Because,
ball
you know,
comp has really given Piggus some problems.
So much space for Melly and K to work with. Minefield gets a pick onto May, and another headshot on the equalizer. You can't let K get headshots. Blizzard comes out. High noon.
Does get get frozen before he's able to pull.
Good Blizzard. Secures the kill on the melee, but do they do much more with it? Moira back in the fight. Death Blossom comes out, doesn't find anything. Nano onto Taunt. Taunt gets antes by the Reckoning, though. Almost said Riptire.
The Reckoning.
Scrub gets slept and headshot.
A good wall though to isolate the cast. And maybe the Mercy?
No, I don't think it.
Oh, what a support pocket coming in from Grumpy Kitten to keep the Mercy in the fight.
Big anti-sleep onto the Queen. Equalizer just doing everything he can to keep Pancake in the fight. Another anti onto the Queen. Headshot though. Minefield comes out. That was a close fight. Headshot on Decay by the May. Pancake goes down.
The Nano onto the cast.
Moira gets slept in the back. Doesn't die though. Then gets punished for the high noon. Headshot as well.
Oh, Melly with 3 this fight already.
3 picks. Pancake getting anti. That's all she wrote. Revenge of Eggnog with their second map win.
That Nano onto Melly in the last fight there was a really good decision by Grumpy Kitty. Keeping the damage alive. But a big shout out to Scrug for this impressive blade.
Oh yeah, this was massive.
Doesn't quite show, he does get the Widow there too.
Just a bit of difficulty with ledges, you know?
I mean, we've all been there. We have all been there.
Yeah, going into map 3, Revenge of Eggnog 2. Biggest Corpus, nothing on the board yet, but it's been rather close.
That is for sure. That is for sure. So, well, we will be right back. And we are back for map 3.
Now traveling to Paris.
We're just loading into the Parisio here. But we do have some switches coming out. We did hear from Revenge of Eggnog that the DPS line and the support line will switch for this map. Tonk will stay on take, but we will have the Evbot Grumpy Kitten support line, or DPS line, and the Melly Kata Bates support line.
This will definitely be interesting.
Be interested to see what changes come out, if any, from either team.
Ready for battle.
Scrug's gonna stay on tank.
Oh,
So,
they do switch back. We actually see a bunch of swaps come out. We see Motorcycle and Equalizer go to DPS. We see Pancake and Zealous switch to support. And Scrug switch to Doomfist.
so Pancake and Zealous are now our support line, and Equalizer and Moto are now our DPS line for Piggus. I think both teams just swapped their DPS and support roles.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Pancake was on tank last map,
Defend objective
and Scrug was on DPS. My guess is that Piggus thought that they might face a little bit more of that ball comp. So we see a lot of anti-ball, the Brig, the Zen, or the Brig, the Ana, the Bastion, the Sim. Really getting into the team.
That funning too. Oh no, not the Sim.
Evbot with 3 that fight, and the rest of the team finishes up after him.
I need healing. I've got you.
Take everything from them.
There's a DPS line I don't see too often. The Farah Sim.
Definitely a interesting support line, or DPS line.
To your shield.
Speaking of interesting, there it goes again. Grumpy and E just starting to pick off them one by one. Cake gets a pick. Ev again. Even Melly gets in on the action.
And that's another clean fight when coming out from the side of Eggnog here. Ooh, the Bap does find out the far and catches her out. Is that the opening that they need?
Yeah, both supports and the tank. They could try and hold it out. No, then that one of their supports down. Moto goes down. Moto gets the pick on Melly.
2 picks coming from Moto this fight. Really good play on the Widow.
Really good job at finding the headshots. Moto behind.
See Scrug pressuring out the... Ooh, what a sleep from Zealous onto the Farah.
Not allowing justice to reign.
And that should be the first point capture here. Sim keepy bomb in the back does find Equalizer, but gets punished and caught out. Window, ooh, the big anti.
He gets to pick on the Scrug.
The Nano Bap.
The Nano Bap, but they don't touch point in time to get it to stop, so they will capture. But that was an impressive cleanup work by Melly and Katabites. But unfortunately, it's not going to stop payload progress because most of that is just automatic. And switching over to the Torbjorn now. Nuke comes out, only finds an immortality field.
Ooh, the Annihilation comes out. Gets slept. Man, I think he got woken up by the poison mine, unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately to that, he just starts cleaning up kills that Tonk weakens up for him. Pancake will find Tonk though, but it won't be long for Ev and K to just clean up the rest of them.
I'm just, you know, gonna watch the MVP's POV. Oh, and he's down.
Not the MVP. Another wall coming out by Grumpy. Right through the center of payload. Tom's bringing out the Nemesis Swarm.
Ooh, a big anti onto Scrug.
I'll take that. They're Grumpy cleaning up. It's two. Turret putting in some work.
And a 4K for Grumpy that fight.
Yeah, no, I don't think that they realized where the Torb turret even was that fight.
That's a shame.
Yeah, you really can't let the Torb turret go uncontested like that. That's just free damage. Oh, Nano Monkey jumping on in.
Ooh, that was a good Torb ult decision there. To put it where he was going to be and not where he was. The Nano Ramatra gets one. Gets two.
Fire.
Take everything from them.
Good ult investment on the side of Nog, further preventing payload progress on this
Do not fight for my
rather advantageous second point. Grumpy teleports in again, another wall. Finds the pick on the Zealous.
Shield dancing this almost to perfection, but does get punished.
Don't get punished. Unfortunately, shield dancing isn't going to help you a whole lot when you're against a Tesla cannon. Blizzard comes out. Looks like it's two freezes. Scrub finishes off melee. Tonk's gonna pop Ramatra time. Gets two, but gets brought down by Zealous.
maximum power.
Turret putting in some damage.
My turret.
Monkey jumping in.
Finishing
Just a
off the Torb. We do have only one ult available for either team this fight, and that's the Primal from Scrug here. Ooh, a really good wall to isolate this Ramatra there.
Losing Tonk right at the beginning of the fight, that's not going to be good for you. Cole coming out as well. No,
And
they
that's
have
the
to
cap. A big splooge from Evbot.
Wait, Grumpy! Oh, it's not meant to be.
Always more to learn.
Transporting the payload.
We do see Tonk switch back over to the ball.
60 seconds.
The Tonk ball, yes. Big PD trying to chase him
Wall?
off. Might work. Another
A
pile
good
drive.
bubble to not, you know, get the splash damage from the pile drive. The Nano Bap again, but gets May ulted.
Oh no.
Are they able to keep that? May stays alive. Motorcycles had some really good walls in this round to just isolate the tank or isolate somebody and really put pressure on the supports of Eggnog to make a play and get out of position.
Another nano onto the Winston. Equalizer taking out the turret.
Oh, the
And for PD.
Tonk trades. Gets the far out of ult. Evbot pulling out the hammer, trying to go for hammer kills. I don't know if this is the time. May almost has another blizzard. Ooh, the headshot onto the Ana.
Back getting dough. Time slept. Oh, turret putting in some work. As big splooge.
And the monkey primal's off the point. Really good adaptations from Melly, or not Melly, from Piggus there to get through the power through that first and second point.
Oh yes, very very good fights on the side of Piggus to kind of just roll through the beginning part, and then you saw Eggnog kind of come alive at the end and really just kind of slow everything down, make it more pick based.
Well, the system seems to be messing up because it's pausing the game and nobody to our knowledge has left or been disconnected. But that is neither here nor there. That pause doesn't affect anybody. It happened during the round switch. We see Scrug come out on the Orisa, the Brig Ana like they started out last time, but a May Torb. I kind of like this from the side of Piggus.
Oh, definitely. They have a lot of characters who kind of keep themselves in the fight longer. We have Orisa's overhealth. You got Torb's overhealth. May can just heal herself. Brig is basically a mini tank. Then Ana can just up the effects everyone else is healing.
It's a very defensive comp. See the Maywall's used under here. Ooh, a big ante from Nelly. Able to find the Torbjorn. Turret's still in the fight though. And a decent hold coming out from the side of Piggus here. Here's though, I might have lost Tristan. So it'll just be me while the game continues. Scrug with a javelin onto Evbot. Getting aggressive here. I like this play coming out from Piggus. Doesn't get overextended, but burns some more time. He's back!
Sorry, Cat was attacking the mic.
It's okay, we love critters here at Goonginga. The Maywall to wall off the turret.
I mean, you gotta take the MVP out. That Corp turret is just too good to leave alone. Good cleanup. Dragons are just trying to make sure no one can push back in. Struggling. Parasurge being added in.
Oh, no. Maybe a bit of an overextension from the side of Eggnog. Sure, they get some ults out, but they lose 2 members. And this is going to allow Piggus to hold close here.
Oh no, it won't. The car will at least get through this little doorway here. Another big freeze.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. Just gets caught around the corner and doesn't quite get LOS to everybody behind him.
Grumpy's in the back line, swinging around. Melly's popping off.
Melly with 3 that fight.
Was it 3 or was it 4?
I saw 3 in the kill feed, but I could very easily be wrong.
Melly is bloodthirsty.
Ball running for his life. Do get a pick onto the Lucio here. Oh, unfortunate position to try to wall climb. Doesn't get punished. Ooh, the ball finally goes down.
Power Briar. Terror Surge coming out.
A really good nade from Zealous to keep Srug alive through the Terror Surge.
Nano's coming out on both sides. Nanoblade.
Nanoblade finds 1.
Along with Paul getting the pick on Pancake.
See an honorable 1v1 and attackers or defenders spawn and Motorcycle comes out on top.
Oh, that is respectable for Moto.
And then solo visors the Lucio, it appears.
Oh, quite fun, quite fun. Melly's gonna make him pay for it though. How long can they keep this point contested? Minefield coming out. Big by Grumpy on the
Oh, just C9.
Here we go, 3 minutes. Will this be the final map?
Ooh, good nade from Melly to finish off Srug.
Why don't you put a few more icons on the kill feed, Gabe?
I don't think they. I don't know if they had enough. Ooh, the nade from Melly finds the BAP.
And a headshot on the Moto. Big C.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Ooh, killed out of rally as well from Pancake. That's not good. Cannabis just killed the old thing Scrog. And that's gonna be it. What a game!
Play of the game.
I love that Symmetra skin. I really like how it's completely see-through.
To admit it, the big play here by Grumpy.
Constructive use of space.
We all know your absolute love for Symmetra.
I can respect some high ground push when it is due.
You know what high ground is?
I do in fact know what high ground is. It's been a ruse this whole time. Mainly just because I like throwing your games.
Well, that's not very friendly of you.
He's incredibly friendly.
We are not going to be right back. It's just the easiest way to show the score. And we'll try to get one of the players from Eggnog to join us for a quick interview here shortly.
Excellent.
We're here.
Ah, he's here. Snuck in, didn't say anything, didn't hear the notification, nothing. How are you feeling,
I'm
Caden?
sneaky. We're feeling good. Yeah. We won and it felt good, but definitely have some things to work on still even. Hello?
You know, there's always room to improve with anything in life, right? However, I had a leaker tell me earlier today that you may have had an ample amount of time to practice with your team this week. Do you think that really helped solidify some team chemistry?
Yeah, me, Evan, Tonk, Nick, Hunta, we played like 6 hours yesterday together.
Yeah.
We were just all on at the same time, so we grind, and it was ranked. And so we got really comfortable, and we also got comfortable switching roles a little bit. During the ranked session, ranked session, we would switch. I was switching to support as well in some of them.
I was going to say, through the first 2 maps, you played a very steady, at least position-wise. Your comps varied here and there. We saw Tonk get off the ball a little bit more, but when he switched back, you had a lot of success. But on that 3rd map, we saw almost a full team swap there. The DPS line becoming the support line becoming the DPS line. What is your thoughts moving forward there? Is it just different hero pools to try to expand what the possibilities you can do, or...
It's kind of like if we're gonna switch one, we're gonna switch both because Hunta and Evan play really well together on the same role, and me and Melly complement each other well on our role. So if we're gonna switch to support, we're gonna do 2 for 2, usually.
Solid plan.
Yeah, keep the duos together.
That is definitely respectable. I can respect that. So, what were your thoughts of the opponents you played today? We saw them come out on a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, definitely the first map. I think they were kind of gauging what they really wanted to run, so they're flipping back and forth. But on the escort and payload map, they were running the dive a lot more with the Winston. That was giving us trouble. They pushed it, almost capped 3 points 2 maps in a row. So we definitely didn't full hold them or anything. So they were definitely looking strong on those maps. It was definitely that dive, that whether it's Scrug on the Genji or Scrug on the Winston was giving me trouble. And then Pancake as well is really good, giving us trouble.
All right, just one last question for you, Caden. You got anything to say about the brother war? Being the better brother from this game.
Hey, he's Masters 5, so he's better than me. But maybe his communication isn't as better. I don't know. Because as a team we look stronger, but he's really good at the game, so I think he wins that one.
Well, hopefully that doesn't cause any trouble over the family dinner tonight.
Hey, I want a 1v1 on the All-Star break. That's what I want him on my team.
Well, we will see what comes of that. And thank you again, and GG's.
GG's. Thanks, guys.
So what are your closing thoughts here, Tigo, about this match?
I called it.
You did. You did say at the beginning.
I said right from the beginning, this was going to be nothing but Nog on the board, and look where we are.
Nothing but Nog. I can't quite tell. Is the egg supposed to be red, or is the yolk of the egg supposed to be red in this image?
You know what? I hadn't thought about that until now. And now I'm uncomfortable.
Well, that is definitely something to leave the viewers on as well. So that'll do it for us here for the second game of this week. We do have one later. We have one more game scheduled for tonight. So keep your notifications open for that. Our good buddies Jared and Stick will be casting that one. So stop by and say hi to them. So and as Caden said, I guess we will tease it. We are planning an all-star event for this league.
I'm excited.
So we will have more info on that in the coming week here. So thank you again all for watching, and I apologize for all of the things and mistakes early on in the broadcast. Those are all on me. So,
We can blame Blizzard.
however, the pauses you can blame Blizzard. Yes, that one is true. The stream
Oh.
issues you can blame JP, but I learned it from Jared. I learned them from Jared. Jared walked me through this. So we'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.